Growing up, I was 8 or 9, and I lived in a very wealthy part of St. Louis, like a rich county that was predominantly white. And then they did inner city busing from East St. Louis into this.
He said, "Oh my." I mean, he couldn't even hide it. I mean, you're on TV, man. There's more
to this. And so I remember being like in elementary school and asking my mom, like, I know that we're supposed to believe that people with different skin colors are the same, but like these people are clearly not the same as us. And my mom was like, "Do not let anybody hear you say that."
Wow.
And it didn't occur to me until years later that I was kind of on it when I was 8 or 9, you know?
Your experience with this busing program reminds me of something that Robert Patterson once said. He was the founder of the White Citizens Councils in the 1960s. It was set up to fight school integration and residential integration. And he said, the sure cure for integration fever is a stiff dose of Negroes, except he didn't use the word Negro.
Oh, Lord.
In any case, yes, it should be. You see, that's the thing. A stiff dose of blacks really should cure anyone of his illusions about it.
I think I'm actually okay in stiff doses, sir. Stiff dose of Negroes. And he didn't say Negroes. So let me tell you who these clowns are. Conservative Rebecca Hargraves and conservative white nationalist Jared Taylor. I'm going to give you some background to these individuals. It's quite fascinating. They have a significant following. And remember, the young lady kept a smile on her face the entire time. I mean, this was a joyous thing to talk about how racist she was. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, Jared is the founder of the New Century Foundation and edited its now discontinued American Renaissance magazine, which despite its pseudo-academic polish, it publishes proponents of eugenics and blatant anti-black and anti-Latino racist sentiments. After the last print issue of American Renaissance magazine was published in January 2012, Taylor concentrated entirely on the magazine's website, Amarin.com. Taylor also hosts the annual American Renaissance Conference where racist intellectuals, I know that's an oxymoron, that's what they have been dubbed, rub shoulders with Klansmen, neo-Nazis, and other white supremacists. In his own words, back in 2005, Jared Taylor said, and I quote, "Blacks and whites are different. When blacks are left entirely to their own devices, Western civilization, any kind of civilization, disappears." Isn't that interesting that he has this worldview about black people? Sir, where is Egypt? Can you build a pyramid? Sir, do you even know how to build an irrigation system? When the anti-feminist conservative Hargraves went on full alt-right, November 22nd, 2017, there's a video. Rebecca, AKA blonde in the belly of the beast, that's what she calls herself, revealed that she has officially adopted a white nationalist worldview. Well, good for her. The St. Louis native got her start recording videos with titles like "Living in Liptard USA," "Feminism is for idiots and uglies," and "Degenerate women and their abortions," right? You're getting the spirit and culture of these people. She complained that collectivism and tribalism are actively reinforced in minority communities, while, and I quote, "white people are told that engaging in the exact same collectivism is hateful, racist, and even an expression of violence." And while she says she didn't used to care about white identity, she changed her mind when she saw the anti-white narrative. Now, I do this for a reason. I want to expose racist people, especially those who are continuing to influence impressionable minds. I want to provide a contrast, a rebuttal to their ridiculous ideology, a challenge to the notion that somehow their whiteness is supreme. Now, these individuals are inside of their bubble. They're not going to change their minds, but I do believe that racism exists on the spectrum. that there are some people who are racist and can be helped. There are some people who are implicitly racist and want to be helped, but there are some people who are racist like them, hyper-aggressive racism, and there is no hope at all. But remember, these are the people who right now are controlling the conservative movement in America. They are the ones who are in charge of the conservative party. Not one Republican of note will come out against either of them in a press release, a press conference, nor a Twitter post. They will not denounce this kind of rhetoric. Why? Because they, those racist people, are in charge. All right, Dina, thoughts here?
Well, I think the most important thing I see is just the information basically that you're giving your viewers, because I'm not going to hear that because I'm not going to sign up for her YouTube, right? And so you could have a whole section of the population that hears that white supremacy is maybe gaining ground, or like you said, the bedrock. But if you don't hear it, you can kind of disbelieve it in a way because it is so outrageous. So I think that, I always kind of come down to I believe free speech is important because I'd rather know what people were saying, right? That's how we can have actual conversations around it and create policies to come over it. But you have to hear it, right? To begin with. So I actually just commend you for including it, because as offensive as it is, it's your audience who's not regular listeners of her who need to know what people are saying out there.
Yeah, and the people that are moving the political narrative for the conservative party, and they are.